Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Scott. I am a full-time Lyft and Uber driver. A lot of people have asked or suggested that I do some videos on tutorials, tips and tricks for the whole ride-sharing industry, pointers, things like that. And, people had some questions. So I'm going to start a series of videos. I'm going to do 1 or 2 videos per week. So make sure you subscribe and like the videos. And like I said, subscribe so you can get an update of when I post a new video. And this will be helpful for anybody that's becoming a new driver, anybody that anybody that knows someone that is becoming a driver. You can share this with them. Basically, I really searched for videos when I first became a driver, and I found some things. There's a lot of great videos out there, but there was a lot of things that I had questions about that I really couldn't find. So I just want to address those things in case anybody else has the same questions that I did. But, the $1,000,000 question, the question that everybody's asking is, how much can I make off of being a full-time Lyft and Uber driver? And the answer is, it depends on what market you're driving in. For instance, I drive in Austin, Texas. We actually just found out that Lyft and Uber are coming back to the city of Austin within the next 2 weeks. It could be any day now. So basically, a year ago, the city of Austin implemented some rules and regulations. Uber and Lyft didn't agree with these rules and regulations. It went to a vote by the city. The city voted in agreement with the city of Austin's new regulations, and Lyft and Uber said if we lose this vote, then we're gonna leave. So they left. A couple of different ride-sharing companies came to Austin. We made ends meet. It wasn't the most steady thing, but we figured it out. But we just got word that the state of Texas passed a bill. As soon as the governor of Texas signs this bill, Lyft and Uber are allowed to continue operations in the city of Austin. Some drivers have mixed emotions about that. I'm excited about it, honestly. I like the stability of Lyft and Uber. They've been around. There's no kinks in their systems. There's no glitches in their apps. They know what they're doing, and I like the stability. I know how much I'm gonna make. I know when to be out driving. I know when I shouldn't be out driving, when it's a waste of my time, those things. But back to, I'm sorry to get off on that rant, but everyone in Austin, emotions are high up in the air if you're a driver right now, because a lot of people are pissed Uber and Lyft for coming back, but a lot of people are really excited. I went to the Lyft office, saw a lot of drivers up there today, and there was a lot of drivers that are really excited. Obviously, the Lyft employees that work at the office are very excited to be back. I think Lyft's a great company. I think the things that they do for their drivers, the incentives they do, how much they really care about their drivers, or what, they at least show that they care about their drivers. And I think that's awesome. So that's the first reason why I gave them a shot from the get-go. And I really like their company. They do a lot of really cool perks, and I think that doing things like that will give you an advantage on your competitors. So I went to the Lyft office today just to make sure all of my documents are updated. So when Lyft does continue operations in Austin, I'll be good to go. Found out that Lyft came out with something called the Lyft amp. You can kind of see it. It says hello on this side. This is it. I'll do a video of this at a different time, just showing you guys exactly what that is. Basically, Lyft had the glow stash. This is basically replacing the glow stash. It's like an updated a cooler version of the Glow Stash, like a big brother, an update to it. And I've watched a couple unboxing reviews of the Lyft amp, and they're really cool. So excited to get that open and get that out and see what my passengers think about it. But okay, so back to what I was the initial reason why I started this video. How much can you make being a Lyft and Uber driver? Everyone wants to know that. And I'll go back to saying this. It depends strictly on the market that you are driving in. I drive in Austin. Austin doesn't have very many options for transportation in the city as far as public transportation goes. We have a rail system that really only goes from North Austin to downtown. Nothing to the airport. If you don't want to take a taxi to the airport and you don't want to take a bus, there's nothing else that goes to the airport. A lot of people don't like taxis, and a lot of people don't like city buses either. At least the ones not in Austin, they smell like pee, so people don't like them. And I agree with that. So the next thing you turn to get around the city is ride sharing. So really, there's nothing there. If you don't want to take a taxi, which no one does, you take that off the list. You don't want to take a bus, you take that off the list. And all you have left is ride sharing. So ride sharing in Austin is busy on a regular basis, honestly. I mean, there's drivers that do it full time and make a lot of money doing it. I have screenshots of guys on regular weeks, nothing crazy going on, that are bringing in $2,200 in 1 week, in 7 days of driving, over $2,000. And if I need to upload those because people don't believe it, or there ain't no Photoshop, dude. I have no reason to lie about this. I'm doing this out of the kindness of my heart to try to give you guys some pointers and tips on things like that. So I'm not going to Photoshop and these aren't my statements. I haven't hit $2,000 in a week. I've hit close to it, but I haven't hit $2,000 in a week. And these are guys that are doing it on a consistent basis. The first thing that you have to do, you have to find a market to drive in that ride sharing is a demand. And even if you're not in a crazy busy city, you can still figure out a way to make the most that any driver can make in that city. So some of the things you need to do, you need to test the waters on when it's busy and when it's slow. It's kind of like trial and error. When I first started driving, I had to go out into the city at all different times of the day and night and figure out when it was busy. I would try Monday afternoon out. I would try Monday night out. I would try 4 or 5 a.m., 6 a.m. till 8 a.m. Monday morning. And now I know all the busy times for ride sharing in the city of Austin. Do I drive all those times? No. But I know that if I really want to make money and get out there and grind, I know when to get out there, and I know what time to go out there and start driving. If I want to take a break, I know what time to go home and take a break. So you need to get out there, do some trial and error. But I'm going to tell you this. If you live in a city where there's bars, 1 a.m., people start going home. So 1 to 2 and 2 to 3 and maybe 3 till 3:30 because the bars are closing up. Those are going to be hot times. Friday night and Saturday night are huge. Early Monday mornings, if you live in a big city that has an international airport or has an airport where there's a lot of traffic going in and out, people are going to the airport. I'm talking Monday morning, like as in Sunday night. Like Monday at 4 to 5 a.m., 5 to 6 a.m., 6 to 7. On Sunday going into Monday morning, those are going to be busy times for the airport. A lot of drivers aren't out. This is the thing, guys. In Austin, there's a lot of drivers. Don't get me wrong. We have a lot of drivers here because drivers have figured out that they can make a lot of money here because they see other people making it. They hear about other people making, $1,000 a week, $1,500 a week. But The best time to be out is when there's hardly any other drivers out, because that's when you're getting people like non-stop. Do you drop somebody off at the airport and you got to request downtown to go back downtown and bring somebody back to the airport, and then back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And so, you know, I figured that out. You know, I've been doing this for a while, going on 3 years now. Actually going on 4 years, actually. That's crazy, but yeah, going on 4 years now. Time flies. That's why I said that's crazy, because I remember it feels like yesterday I signed up for Lyft and Uber. But so like I said, those early morning weekdays, people are going to go to the airport, and then also afternoon when people get off work, people are going out to dinner. Mondays are usually really busy in the early morning and afternoon. Tuesday and Wednesdays, not so much. Wednesdays, some people will go out, but Thursday night, people start going out. It's like a pre-game, because some people are off on Fridays. I wish I was, but I'm not. But some people are off on Fridays, and they can go out Thursday night. And then, of course, Friday and Saturday. And then Sunday, during the morning, people, 8, 9 o'clock. It's funny because Sundays, and like I said, I live in Austin, and UT is right here, University of Texas, and you'll see a lot of walk of shames around 8, 9 o'clock in the morning on Saturday morning and Sunday morning. So you'll get rides from those people that are doing their walk of shames early in the morning from the night before. But just if you really want to take this serious and really make the most that you can out of this, write down times that, I did this many rides from this hour to this hour, and then fall back on those. Do research, and then you'll start to get the hang of when it's busy and when it's not. But yes, you can make a full-time income being a Lyft and Uber driver. I know it depends on what city you live in, and I don't live in Los Angeles or New York. I live in Austin. Yeah, Austin's a busy city now. It's the fastest growing city in the country. There's a lot of people moving here. But, I feel like where Lyft and Uber are, those cities are either really busy and have a huge population, or they're on the uprising. I guess that's the word. They're on the uprise. They're on the yeah. So because Lyft and Uber, they have to spend more money to start operations in a different city, and they're not going to put it somewhere where they don't feel like they're going to make any money. So yeah, if you're in a city where Lyft and Uber are operating, and then get out there and talk to some drivers. There's a lot of friendly drivers. There's a lot of drivers that are assholes for some reason. They feel like they're too cool to talk to you, but I could easily be that driver. I'm a veteran driver in this city. I drive full time, but I'm just not that person. You could be on your first day and come ask me the stupidest questions, because I was there at one point too. So I'm not going to be an asshole, and I'm going to help. So, like I said, guys, I'm just doing this to try to help everybody out. Please be kind with your comments. If you have any questions, feel free to leave comments. I'll get to them as soon as I can. And yeah, I'm going to brainstorm on some other topics that you guys might want me to address, and some questions that you guys might have. And I'm gonna, like I said, I'll upload 1 to 2 videos a week. And yeah, man, it'd mean a lot to me if you could subscribe and maybe just share this video to somebody that you know that it might help out. But guys, it was a pleasure. I look forward to hearing from you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.